screen in a way that zoomed. My to-do list, my wants, is to replace these damn headlights because they suck. And I've already paid somebody to adjust them, so I don't really know what the deal is. And I'm gonna have to pay somebody to somebody to fix my radio. I don't know if I have a bad ground or what the deal is, but I started getting antenna errors whenever I removed the antenna on the passenger mirror whenever it broke, and I replaced the mirror and the antennas, and I installed 2 new Wilson antennas, and I'm still getting antenna errors, and it's so far out of range I can't tune it in. And I tried cutting the antenna shorter. Man, these things are really hard to cut, and I'm not sure that that's what needs to be done. It might be a grounding issue. I don't know how that would have happened, but I'm just gonna pay a CB shop. I don't have any plans on stopping at a particular one. I wish I had something in my rear view where I could adjust the damn mirror, because I messed with the mirror last night. By the way, this is just going to be a driving video. I think I'm going to record all the way to getting to Niagara. So I'm going to drive down to the South Oklahoma City where the drop yard's at that I pay to park the trailer. I'm going to pick up the trailer and then drive a mile down the road to Niagara. And then once I get set up inside Niagara, once I get backed into a spot, that's where I'll probably end the video. So it's just going to be me rambling and mainly just a driving video. Just putting through my neighborhood right now. And it looks like they updated the driver hub software. The main screen's different. A few things are different. It's actually a little weird. This is one of the things that sucks about, and the reason I leave so early, whenever I leave the house, is because there's so many things. There's somebody pulling out of here. They're just like parked. You know what it is? There was a car creeping through the neighborhood, and I think that they were like throwing pamphlets or letters or some crap. No, that's just that damn light there is so bright it looks like headlights. There's nobody down there. So yeah, it's just going to be me rambling and mainly just a driving video. I think I've got everything in the truck that needs to be in the truck, and I think I'm good to go. That was close. Those trees to my left were not cut back very well. I don't want to go damaging my brand new antennas. Alright, so as usual, I'll hang out in this left lane until I get past the stoplight, because these trees right here are not cut back very well, even though there's a ton of truck traffic that goes up and down this road. There's several stores back behind me, and the trucks take Northwest Expressway down here, and then they take this road north to get to that place. But I ended up getting my sweat on a little bit this morning because there was a whole bunch of stuff that I forgot to do last night. I forgot forgot to chop up some onions. I forgot to load up my PlayStation and my headset. We're going like 15 under the speed limit, but we're going 30 and a 45. Just chilling. So I had a whole bunch of crap to do this morning. I planned on leaving. I got up at 4 a.m. and I planned on being out of the house by 5:30, and it is 5:42 right now. So we're not too far behind schedule, and everything. This truck, he must have permission from this church to park here because I see him parked there all the time. I don't really want to bother asking a church for permission because then they'll start harassing me about becoming a church member and stuff like that. I don't want to bother with that. My next door neighbor is a member of that church. And, he's given me his card. He has a card that says he's a member of the church. And he has Bible studies in his house and stuff. What he tells those people to come to those Bible studies, but whenever I used to come home from work at like 8:20 p.m., they would be wrapping up their Bible study, and they would all run out to their cars whenever I pulled up, and they would all leave. So I don't know what he told them about me, but they would all scurry away whenever I get there. Maybe it's because he overheard me make some comments about how pissed off I was in the street parking. I don't mind if somebody's having a Bible study or something, or they're having a get together at their house and they have some cars street parked. It's the assholes that live there and they're always street parking. And the street that I parked this thing on is wide enough for 4 cars, but almost all of the streets in my neighborhood are just barely wide enough for 2 cars. So if there's cars parked on both sides of the street, you can barely fit a car between them. An emergency vehicle, like a fire truck, probably couldn't make it down the road. That's a nice big 2x6 in the middle of the damn road. We're taking the toll road, even though it's real early Sunday morning, 5:45 a.m. Sunday morning. We're still going to take the toll road. It's only like $1, and it's just not worth driving through all the lights headed south. Or basically, I have 3 options. This is Northwest Expressway. It has a highway designation as well, so it's some highway, 64, I think. I can't remember, but anyway, I can go west, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm going west. I can go west and hit the Turner Turnpike, or no, it's the John Kilpatrick Turnpike, and I can take it south down to my destination, or I could have just gone straight down Rockwell, the street that I pulled out of my neighborhood onto, and I can take the city streets all the way down to my destination, or I can go east on Northwest Expressway to Hefner Parkway, which runs in. It's basically an interstate, and it runs into Interstate 44, and I can take that down. And if I do that, then I'm gonna have to drive back. I would have to drive 5 miles east, drive south, and then drive 5 miles west to get to my destination. My destination's actually a little bit west, so this route that I'm taking right now, I'm going to be driving a mile east once I get down south to get to my destination. And if I would have gone straight down on Rockwell, I would have had to drive 3 or 4 miles west to get to my destination, and then about 5 plus miles if I would have taken the other route. So this is the fastest route, it's the least traffic, it's the easiest route, and it's just worth the damn $1. I take the John Kilpatrick in and out. I don't typically. I've taken I-35 to save money on the tolls a couple of times, and it's just not worth it. Once I found out how much they're charging me for the tolls, just forget that. there's some really bad neighborhoods you drive through on I-35 driving through town, and those people in those ghettos hop out onto the interstate for a couple of miles in their beat up piece of shit cars that probably don't have any kind of insurance, that probably don't have any kind of license, they're just illegal as shit, they're probably on drugs, all kinds of stuff, and they'll do stupid crap out on the road. The last time I was out there, it's not this lane, the next one, we make a left. Last time I was out there, I had somebody that would like slow down 20 miles an hour below the speed limit, and then I'd get out to pass them. I'd make it all the way around them. Then they would fly around me, get back in front of me, and slow back down 20 miles an hour below the speed limit. And they kept doing that over and over. And about the third time they did that, they got pissed off at me for passing them, even though I was like going the exact same speed the whole time. They were the ones, they were probably on drugs, they didn't realize what they were doing. But they started like brake checking me and doing weird shit. So, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with driving through the damn ghetto over there if I don't have to. That dumb shit almost pulled out in front of me. Yep, he made the right behind me. He was going to try and cut in front of me. What a jackass. Like, he just kept rolling while I was making my turn. And it wasn't until the last second he rolled way past the line that he was supposed to stop behind. These are some hairy turns. This would be very difficult if I had a trailer. That left-hand turn back there, I would not be able to make that left-hand turn with a trailer if there was if there were any cars on that road that I was turning into. Thank you, it says. So I was able to get everything on my list done except installing my Glad hand mount, and I still haven't decided what I'm going to do on that. I don't know. It takes hex or something else, and I do not have the tool to remove the 3 bolts. I was a local police flying like 100 miles an hour past me. I'm going 71, and he is hauling ass. He's going like 85, 90 plus. He's doing at least 90. Like he is going way over 20 miles per hour faster than me. He's just disappearing. This car next to me is probably going 5 miles an hour faster than me. Speed limit 75. I'm doing 70. They're doing 75. Didn't have the tool to do that, and I fucked around with the antenna stuff, the radio, for like an hour and a half. Finally, I was just like, you know what? A CB shop will probably charge me $30 to fix this shit, and that's worth it. I'll let them deal with it because I don't know what it is. I don't want to get in there and start cutting on my antennas and doing all kinds of shit and end up causing a bigger problem. My circuit board on my CB may be damaged because supposedly if you run the CB when it's getting feedback like it is right now, then it can damage one of the boards in there. And I've had the CB on, I've keyed up on it a few times, not a lot, but just a few times while it's been like this, so I might have a damaged board in the CB, or I might have a grounding issue. All kinds of stuff. Now, whenever they replaced this mirror over on the right-hand side, the guy told me that there was not a ground cable like the old mirror had. So they might have to run a ground. off on Northwest 10th Street. I'm still pedaling it. I haven't used the cruise yet. Is this historic Route 66? Yeah. This is Route 66. I guess like the first highway east-west going across the United States or something like that. So the APU appears to be fixed. It's been running a lot. I've been reading more on the manual about this APU, and I found out that it has a similar feature set to the Tri-Pack, the Thermo King that I had in the company truck. It's just not as user-friendly. But I did find that you can program a temperature, and it will turn the APU on and off to maintain that temperature. It's kind of convoluted on how you have to set it up and do it and all that stuff, and you know, it's just kind of a pain in the ass. The Tri-Pack, you just like set the temperature and hit the AC button, and it'll just automatically turn the APU on and off as needed. This thing, you have to turn the APU on, and then enable the feature and set the temperature. And there's a couple of settings that you can program along with it, like how the run time and stuff like that. Northwest 10th, that's my exit. I'm going 64, I think I'm still catching up with this guy. We got plenty of time. My appointment for the load is 8 a.m. and it is like 5:55 right now, and it's only about a mile away from the drop yard Niagara is. I'm actually going to drive by Niagara on the way to the drop yard. It's on Sarah Road, so I'm going to get off on 10th Street here, and then we're going to drive down Sarah Road to get down to Reno. Reno's east-west street here in Oklahoma City. And we're going to take Reno over to City Trailer where I dropped the trailer at. I've already paid $20 for the parking for 2 days. It's actually like barely over a day and a half. Like, I wish they would have only charged me $10, but hey, you know, they've hooked me up in the past. Like there was an entire like week or two that I parked the trailer there, and they only charged me for 3 days on it. So I'm not going to argue with them. I'm on the positive side of this. And I'm pretty much going to come out the, well, not the same way that I came in. I'll tell you in a second here when I get onto the road. It'll make more sense. Time. It's been like 2 weeks that I've been at the house. I've been looking forward to getting out here. I need to get everything situated. I've put so much shit into the truck. I need to get everything put away and all that stuff. So here's Sarah Road. Niagara is just like a half mile down the road here. Whenever I leave, I'm going to go back down toward, you know, in the direction I'm going right now, and I'm going to go down to the truck stop area of town. It's a pretty rough railroad crossing up here. If you ever come over here, and you have to, people are not going to be coming this direction. Most people are going to be coming up from the south. Most drivers are picking up loads. The only reason I go up this direction is because I live in town. So I'm coming to or from my house. I go through here. This is not really, really rough, but it's pretty rough. See, it wasn't too bad right there, going 15 over it. But you go like 35 over it, and it's pretty rough. That son of a bitch. There's somebody pulling into Niagara right there. Probably getting there real early for an 8 a.m. I bet money that they don't start doing loads until 8 a.m. There's some, no, they're loading up people right now because there's somebody leaving Niagara. That red truck, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a truck right there at the guard shack leaving. Yeah, he's getting his paperwork. So I guess they do loads 24/7. Somebody's getting their paperwork right now. And right here's the turn in for trucks, right there to the left. That guy's down there checking in. This pickup truck behind me is probably pissed off that I'm going like 25 miles an hour. But he's got another lane right now. He can go around me. He can whip it out, do his thing. So we make a left right here on Reno. And it's just like half a mile down on the right is the drop yard. And like a half mile further is Morgan Road. And I'll take a right onto Morgan Road, and that's where the TA and everything's at. There's like 4 truck stops right there. And I'll scale the load, get fuel, and then hop back over here onto the John Kilpatrick Turnpike. I'll take I-40. And use I-40 to hit the John Kilpatrick Turnpike. I'm not going to come back up this way to get onto it. Let them know I'm going to get over the right-hand lane. Because he whipped out wide and passed me on the right. So halfway through the turn, I threw on my right-hand blinker to let him know I was going to be getting in the right lane. He still whipped out wide on the right and had to change lanes to pass me. Alright, there is the sign for City Trailer. Oh, this guy's going to the same place. No. Yes? No? Yes! He is! He just waited until the last second to throw on his blinker. Looks like they're going there to pick somebody up. Probably an Uber. I don't know. Waved me on. The guy I checked in with, he has a really good memory, and he is still he's still there. Looks like they're doing a shift change because there's 2 of them there. There's not normally 2 of them there. This Ryder truck, I don't know if he's supposed to be parking there, but it's a dirt lot. Right over here is the edge of the concrete. Go all dirt. They've been having me park along the fence the last, I don't know how many times I've been here, but I've always, like the first 2 times or 3 times I parked here, they had me park in normal spots, and then ever since then they've had me park along the fence. Most of these normal spots are reserved. These are people that pay, I think it's $190 a month for a spot. really slow on dirt lots because, well, number one, I don't want to stir up dust. Well, you're going to stir up dust, but I want to stir up as little as possible. And number two, this is really poor traction. So if I need to slam on my brakes because somebody pulls out in front of me or something, even going this slow, I'm going to slide if I slam on my brakes. There's my trailer. That's where I parked it. Want to swing way over into here. I'm going to go ahead and throw my work light on. Let's get a little extra light back there. Take my damn seatbelt off because it's kind of a pain in the ass to back with your seatbelt on. I need to get the damn seatbelt alarm disabled because I don't even like wearing my seatbelt just driving around in yards. And if I get up over 10 miles per hour with my seatbelt off, it'll just like constantly alarm me. Taparoo. Let's give it a tug. This thing's got good brakes. I'm not going to get the camera out to, roll up the fifth gear, plug in the lights, make sure I don't have a flat. Like, I did a post trip on it, but you still need to check that kind of stuff. Like a light could go out or a tire could go flat while it's been sitting here. So I'm going to pause the video while I run and do that. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting here looking at this, and you can't hear me talking when I get out of range with the Bluetooth for the 10 minutes I'm going to be doing this. So I'm going to pause this. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're rolling again. Work light off. So just double check everything. You could have some asshole come and just being a dick, just like steal your paperwork, just throw it in the trash. Like they're just jackasses that do stupid shit like that. So I have a trailer brake, otherwise known as a Johnson bar. I've already done a tug test. Another thing I like to do, I'm just letting the air, everything get fully aired up. I released all the air. I'm in neutral right now. Gear. I'm going to go ahead and pull the Johnson bar down. Service brakes on the trailer work. It's also like a secondary tug test. Still on personal conveyance. I'll switch over and do my pre-trip and everything once we get to Niagara, because right now I'm returning from home to the drop yard is what I'm doing at this moment. And when I drive to my house, it's PC. When I drive back here, it's PC. Pre-trip and everything over in Niagara. Well, I've already done a pre-trip and everything, but we will officially log the pre-trip and do another one over in Niagara. Once I get loaded, I'm going to end the video once I get to Niagara, because once I get there, I'm going to check in, and then I'm going to go sweep out the trailer, and then I'm going to bump a dock, and then I'm going to set for probably 3 or 4 hours. Niagara takes forever to load trailers. I don't know why. Because they're not like loading in a mixed load. It should be fairly easy to count it and everything. And double stack pallets. I think it's single stack pallets. So I don't know why they take forever to load trailers. I don't know. I'd have to go see their operation, but however they're set up to do things in there is inefficient. But after I get loaded at Niagara, I'm going to go over to the TA, scale the load. And the way that Niagara loads you, you pretty much have to slide the tandems way past California legal, like a foot past California legal to get it to scale. So that would be center rear axle about 11 feet forward, because they load it way toward the front. Then after I scale it, I'm going to get fuel. I still haven't decided whether I'm going to fill it up or just put like 60 gallons in. I think I might just fill it up, because the fuel cost here and in Stratford is nearly identical. I think Stratford is a penny cheaper, and these are two of the cheapest places to get fuel in the country. It's like $1.87, $1.86, or $1.88, $1.87, I forget. They should wave me through because I've already paid. Thanks, sir. You too. Down my truck number, my trailer number that I was leaving with, all that good stuff, and waved me on. Alright, got a wide open road. Us out here today. Should be a pretty damn easy day, because it's Sunday and all that good stuff. There's a lot of toll roads today. Be driving through like the middle of Tulsa twice. So once I get loaded, the delivery appointment with Walmart's at 3, so I have a 1 hour window to arrive in, and that's 2 to 3. So if they get me loaded real early, then I'll probably stop at there's not much in the way of truck stops on this route. There's like a gas station truck stop in the toll road, and that's probably what I'll do, is I'll stop at that thing and just sit there until I'm within a window where I'm going to make it to the delivery appointment within that 1 hour window. What the hell is that? Somebody's chicken nuggies. It's like a box of chicken nuggets and the sauce packets and everything. Somebody threw their trash out the window. Assholes. I hate littering. And these people are... Niagara is so damn strict on trailer cleanliness. They say the reason is because Walmart will reject the load if they open it up and it's got like clutter in the trailer. If the floor is not spotless, they'll basically, like, Walmart is incredibly strict, so it makes everybody else really strict. We have to whip out really wide, because this is really, really narrow everywhere. Super, super narrow. my my spot mirror, my convex. I've got to turn that thing outward. I use that thing for coming around turns and stuff, and I couldn't see shit on that turn. Basically, you roll up here to the gate, and then they have the phone number listed. You call that number, give them your pickup number and stuff, and they tell you what to do. You don't have any interaction with anybody until you get to the exit after you're loaded, and they'll give you your bills at the gate on the way out. Probably be giving them my phone number to call me and stuff like that, so I'm going to end the video here. Well, I'll pause the video here. I have to turn off the truck and all kinds of stuff. Oh, and I'm going to have to make a phone call. I'm going to have to call, so I'm going to have to actually end the video there because I'm going to have to make a phone call. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. That's the beginning of my day. I might make another video later on in the day. Once I get rolling. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.